so that'll be good for you. It won't be slurpy. I'm your annoying friend, or shall I say weird friend. I say weird things. I don't always say what the captions say that I say. So let's talk about, I love to do giveaways. I will give you a word for our live if you want to listen for it. I mean, I'll tell you. It's the word for the live in case you're new here. You can message me the word. There's a link in the description. I'm struggling with lids. There's a link in the description. You can hit that link. It takes you to Messenger directly to me to message me the word for the live to make it easier for you. Because it's the way I roll. Gotta cut these eyeballs off. So I pressure cooked these, or steamed them, and I steamed them with some green beans. And now I'm going to cut them up kind of in quarters probably to put in the air fryer. I'm gonna put it in some flavored butter. And I'm going to add some seasonings to it. So, and the hubs is going to make some pork chops. I'm struggling with how to cut these up. Anyhow, he's making pork chops seasoned, and we're going to sauce them with either the peach chili, which is a new one that you can get in your Taste Bud subscription. Oh, wait a minute. I think it closed. I lied. You can't get it anymore, but you can order it first thing Friday. Okay. So, back to it. Let me do, I feel like I want to do like these little chunks. I'll do this. These are already cooked. I just crisp them up in the air fryer and heat them up. And I'm going to throw the green beans in there so everything is seasoned the same. So, just thought I'd talk to you while I get her done. This is my favorite knife I can't pronounce. I'm also using, I believe this is just called the cutting board. And this is part of our stainless steel mixing bowl collection. So the 3, and this is a 3-cup prep bowl. Sometimes it takes me a minute. Okay, let us cut our bouteilles off and this funky looking spot right here. Yep. And I will say, once I steam them in the pressure cooker, they seem to peel pretty nice. Oh, we got another eyeball. Cutting them off. Cutting the eyes. Because if I don't, the husband will bite down on one and it'll be like he ate a rock. And you hear about them. You hear them when they crunch too. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Having potatoes, green beans, and the pork chops. I do want to tell you, we have some items that are going away February 29th if they don't run out before. So of these items, the ones I use the most is the Scoop and Spreader, I believe is what it's called, and the Flex Plus, which is like a battery operated mixer, immersion blender, and food processor in one. And the food processor doodad has these blades that you can stick on there to shred or slice as well. I personally really like it because I live in an older house that only has 2 circuits here and here. And if I microwave something across the kitchen, it's on this circuit, so I can't run the espresso machine and like the blender on the same circuit at the same time. It's more like the espresso machine and the microwave or anything that I would plug in right there. So every morning when I make coffee, I run the espresso machine, but I also have my kettle over here and I heat up some water to preheat my cups because we typically drink out of the thermal kind, the metal ones. So I basically pour boiling water into them and get them good and hot so that we can keep our coffee hot while we sip it. I don't know that I really sip it. I don't guzzle it because it would probably burn my insides because I like mine at almost boiling. Most people probably don't like theirs that hot, but I do. Super duper hot. Hubs does not. He likes his at 155 degrees. We won't discuss that because it's kind of a pain in my rear. But anyhow, so I'm just cutting these up. I'm going to push the air fryer button, whatever it's set on, and start these for, I think I'm going to check them at 10 minutes and maybe flip-flop-a-roo. And then, and I'm going slow, y'all. I'm not in a real big hurry currently. So You know, sometimes you're like super busy and I got all the irons in the fire. I need to get this done and that done, and I'm rushing. And so I'm not tonight, and it feels good to go at a slower pace. Although I do feel a lot lazy, and I didn't really want to mess with much because I thought when I was prepping these that they would be so good with pork chops and like an onion gravy, because I have a recipe for that from my Taste Bud subscription. That sale is almost over. So, but I don't feel like it. So I was going to add our garlic and herb and some fresh garlic and whatnot and make these into garlic mashed potatoes. My nose itches. And I'm going to rinse my hand off before I get into this butter. So I thought garlic mashed potatoes with this onion and thyme seasoned onion gravy would be so good with pork chops. But I don't feel like it. So this is what we're going to get, because I can kind of put it in here and then check on it in 10 minutes instead of stirring my gravy for what feels like an eternity when you don't want to cook. Food prepping's not bothering me tonight. So with all that, I still think it'll be delicious. It just won't be what I had in mind. So here are the, ouch, my fingernail stuck. The shelf things that come with the air fryer. These dishwasher are really, really good. These are the smaller modular sheet pans. So there's a set of modular sheet pans. We have one bigger one. It comes with two smaller ones. Pretty heavy duty. I always cover them, almost always cover them in Reynolds non-stick foil. It's my favorite because that means I don't have to do as much on the dishes and whatnot. Excuse me. So, I'm getting her done. He's walking in and out, going outside. I actually am thinking about melting the butter and then sticking my taters down. But I need to get a trivet or something out. Oh, I got one right there. So that I can put it down on not the countertop. So, but I don't put, usually I don't put loose foil in the air fryer because I think it says don't use foil. So I do stick it on these because, you know, it's all over it. It's not necessarily flappy doodles. There we go. Get some more here. Get some more there. You can also use olive oil. I'm not having a shortage of butter. This butter has Parmesan, I believe, garlic, and basil in it. I'll look here in a second at the lid and tell you. I will also add more flavor with our seasonings. I'm thinking 3 onion because it's one of my favorites. It's always good. I apparently just need a napkin over here. So this butter is garlic, Parmesan, and basil. I actually remembered it correctly. I'm going to open her up. I have our mess catcher silicone doodad at the bottom because it's dishwasher safe. I also learned recently when I stuck some cinnamon toast in there because I might have had a sweet tooth hankering. And I thought, well, I'll stick it close to the top because it's where the heating element is and it'll get that heat real fast and it'll caramelize the sugar. I'm not saying it didn't do that, it did, but the loose sugar blew everywhere. So I'm telling on myself that I was a moron and I did that. So I'm just telling you so you don't do that. We'll do 2 minutes. We'll get our butter melty and then we'll put some stuffs in it. I probably need a couple more taters and I want to save some for a roast because I think I have a coffee packet for Cowboy. There's a Cowboy chili recipe and I think they call this a Cowboy roast. So I'm gonna get my Rock Crock out this week. That's another thing. The smaller Rock Crock everyday pan is also going away on the 29th or before if we sell out. So our Dutch oven is a bigger one. So if you're gonna like use the slow cooker for that. But if it's just a couple of you, or I mean even probably 4, like a good everyday pan is the everyday pan. I will say the reason it's going away is more for sourcing because it's hard to get what it's made out of because you can take it from the fridge to the stove to the oven to the grill. Like it is very versatile as far as a pan goes. So if you need to or you want to take advantage of being able to get it before it goes away, feel free to order that. And if you're in a party, you want to help your host, but there's not really any kitchen gadget that you feel like you need or you don't have the space, we have a sale on mixes. It's buy 3 get 1 free. You can mix it all up. The least expensive one will be the one that's free. It kind of automatically does it in your cart. The other thing we have is a 3 and 6 month subscription for Taste Buds. It's 25% off this month. But then again, it goes away on February 29th, like some of our retiring items. This is the smothered pork chops and onion gravy that I've made this before, and it's a Taste Buds subscription recipe. It's super duper good. Those scalloped potatoes were too. I also made those. It comes with usually 3 a month along with the seasonings, and there are options, as hopefully you saw, for like 1 main recipe and then 3 to 4 of the other ones. And then you also get access to what's called the Taste Buds Hub, and that is just basically where you can go, subscribers only, can go check out all the recipes there. And you can search by seasoning. Oh, look, I lost a hair. Hopefully I didn't lose any of my potatoes. There's a hair on the counter, y'all. That's what I get for not clipping it back. But I look like alfalfa when I clip it back, because now that I've gotten it cut, it's still falling out everywhere. It just ain't as long. It ain't. Okay, so word for the live. How about, what in the dickens? Not that. How about potato? Because I'm not very original today. Message me the word potato, and that will enter you into this month's giveaway. Are you gonna, okay. I wasn't sure if it was gonna cut or if all my peeling was gonna go in its crack. There we go. All right. So, I'm gonna wash my paw again. Oh, I should show you the whisk tongs. I always forget to show y'all that. They are in my Scooby Snacks. They're not my Scooby Snacks. Dishwasher. I gotta go get them out. It's the dishwasher that's furthest away. I will get these. We shall do one at a time. That did not melt. We'll go on reheat again. This one melted pretty good. So we'll do 1 minute. Here it is. I'm gonna stick it. This is my coffee trivet. Stick my coffee stuffs on it in the mornings. My giraffes, carafes. My child thought we were calling them giraffes, so it kind of stuck. It makes me laugh. Okay, let's see if we can get our hair back. I'm gonna extra garlic, so garlic and herb. And I'm just gonna stick them in here and move them around. Y'all, it smells so good. And then I'm going 3 onion. You can measure with these lids too. The lids are supposed to be, I believe it's 2 tablespoons. And then I'm gonna get the whisk tongs. I actually was going to use my Topanga fingers, but we'll whisk tong it and then I'll let y'all go. Remember, a word for the live. Dadgummit. Is potato, not dadgummit or Scooby Snacks or anything else weird that I've said. The dishwasher grabbed my tie to my apron. Okay, so here we go with our seasonings and our whisk tongs and our butter. So you can see, kind of wraps around there. Like you can pick up eggs with it and it molds. Oh, here, I can show you that. So like, see, it's the shape, and then if I don't want to throw butter, but like you won't lose it. So that's what I wanted to show you. Otherwise, here we go. Oh, well, I shot those everywhere. So I'm just going to, that works. Oops. Depending upon how small things are that you're moving around though, you may not want to use these. Like I've used them. I used them for green beans when I pressure cooked those at the same time as these taters. And they worked out fine. It just took a couple of extra tries to get some of the little ones. So let's seize the butter up and make it cold. There we go. I'm trying to separate them without touching them now that they're covered in butter. It smells good, y'all. I wish y'all had some smell-o-visions. I mean, not always. You don't always want to smell it because the cat bathroom is right over there. But you might smell his butt. Not really, sort of. But this smells divine. And so did our grilled potatoes the other night. I olive oiled and tossed them all around in the garlic and herb seasoning. Y'all, they smelled so good and they were not awesome. I mean, they tasted okay if you got one that was actually cooked right. They were few and far between. It was either burnt or not cooked. Because that's what happens to potatoes on the grill, apparently, if they're not in foil or in grease. So, I like double dipping here. Here we go. So, see, it picks up green beans. Shot one over there, but it still picks them up. So that's all. Here's the whisk tongs. You can close it if you just want to whisk. So there's your button. You slide it down, slide it up. We'll get our other one out and we will be close to good to go. So I'm not gonna throw more seasoning on here because of the fan in there. I don't want to shoot them everywhere. I also need to dishwasher these in a bad way. Okay, here we go. Here's our butter. We'll do it again. I'll let y'all go so y'all don't have to watch that. Remember, the word for the live is potato. If you would also like to be a part of the VIP community, where when we have new products drop, you'll probably get a sneak peek a day earlier than everyone else. And I do giveaways and like promotions and things periodically. I would say not typically every month. I know I do like a pay your age box a couple times a year, usually January and June. And then if we have any other really good specials or something, I may message you. But outside of that, it's basically going to be once a month. And you can check the little newsletter by link and you can check back and see if it changed throughout the month. But that's pretty much it. You can text VIP to 870-544-4054 if you would like to be a part of that. That's also in the description here of the live stream. And I think that's it. We're just going to get this done. I will take a picture and let you know how delicious it is and which sauce we used. Let me know if you need anything at all. I am just a message away. Thank you so much.